To me, Phuket is all about its beautiful beaches, the variety of amazing food, the vibrant street side shopping which will put your bargaining skill to test, the night markets that make me wish I have stomach for more, and all the drinks and partying regardless of your age. And of course, the variety of day tour you're able to partake in this small island. Just a disclaimer that I'm not someone who knows Phuket inside out. My first experience here was around 20 years back and had probably visited the island around 5 to 6 times now. And hopefully this vlog can provide some useful travelling tips and a realistic expectation of this place. On arrival at the international airport, the arrival pickup area is a bit messy, with all the pre-arranged pickup crowding all around, taxi and transportation booth touting for businesses. It can be overwhelming and confusing. Basically, try to avoid anything that's too cheap. Most of the time, it is too good to be true. In general, be it a minibus or car, it should cost you around 1,000 baht to Patong and around 500 baht to Kamala. And if you are using Grab, which is equivalent to Uber, the price is around the same region as well. You may also be offered around the region of 150 to 200 baht to drop you at your destination. But do take note that you are sharing a vehicle with the others, and most of the time, you'll only be able to take off only when the vehicle is full. And some of these cheaper options will always drop you at some tour agency to hard sell you some day tour packages before letting you alight at your destination. Well, this may not necessarily be a bad thing if you have the intention to pre-plan your itinerary in Phuket. Obviously, enjoying beach activities is one of the highlights in Phuket. And there are a lot of beaches in the main island itself, and most of these beaches have their own town, each with their unique character and vibe. Some towns are bigger and busier than the others. Patong Beach Town, being the most popular and busiest part in the island, definitely a place for you to anchor yourself if you want to party the whole time. While others are more family oriented like Kamala, which I will be making another video about Kamala in this series separately. The best seasons to visit Phuket beaches are from December to March, as there are generally no rainfall in this period, and the sea are also calmer, meaning the coastline are clearer and more beautiful. Unfortunately, it is also the high season of tourism, and I'm telling you that the beaches are really packed when we were there recently. If you think island hopping may grant you with exclusive beautiful beaches, I can assure you that you'll not be spared from the crowds during these high seasons. Needless to say, be it Phuket or any parts of Thailand, food is definitely one of the main reasons of the trip. Ranging from the higher end seafood restaurants to street side stalls from the night markets, I can assure you that you'll never have enough. And I highly recommend you to explore the not so crowded smaller hawkers. Most of the time, these are authentic local eats which are cheap and yummy. And I would like to recommend this seafood restaurant if you do not mind spending a bit more. It is located at the second story of the building beside the Bangla night market. Basically, you get your own fresh seafood from a seafood market located at the ground floor, and they'll charge you a fee for preparing it for you.
你手动的拿3条啊？哦，他拿了嘞，是你们拿的啊？就可以了。过了吗？大隻蝦4隻，然後再煮。夠。哎呦，跳进龙沟了比较便宜啊！跳进龙沟可以算便宜点嘛？龙沟嘞，啊，你不要掉啊！你掉你赔钱啊！啊，那个那不，炸鸡啊！是这个哦，不是这个。
They also serve all kinds of Thai dishes. It is definitely not the cheapest if you're making comparison to the seafood hawkers from the night markets. But the fact is, it is not expensive either. And in general, things are more expensive in Phuket compared to the other parts of Thailand. Food, transportation and accommodation, especially during the high seasons. The boss and the staff are friendly, the service is good, and the ambience of the restaurant is nice. Basically, you get what you pay for.
I was out of my way. We sit and talk, I see your crying eyes turning red through the day.
We did patronize the seafood hawkers at the night markets as well, and we have our fair share of enjoyment there too. But these are just totally different kind of experiences altogether.
Teardrops hanging from your upper lip.
Tuk-tuk is the most iconic form of transportation in many parts of Thailand, Phuket no exception. It is very convenient to get one, as they are almost everywhere in most touristy places. It is very common to see this neon lighting decorated tuk-tuk with big speakers in the Patong area. And it is more expensive to travel in tuk-tuk here compared to the other parts of Thailand. The charges are mostly quite standard, though you may come across some who will try to overcharge you. But in my experience, most of these tuk-tuk drivers are mostly fine, just making an honest living.
你不要掉下去啊！你的2个孩子还有妈妈的哦。你来跟我拍。
Gone before I realized I was out of my way. We sit and talk, I see your crying eyes turning red through the day. I share my mind with no censorship, hang it all out to dry.
Participating in the day tours is another very important aspect of Phuket. Activities like island hopping, snorkeling, whitewater rafting, ATV and so on. And it is a very common sight to see booths like this throughout the whole island selling tour packages. There are quite a number of companies running this tour. The good thing is, the charges and prices are very transparent and mostly shown in their brochures, which also clearly indicates the tour itinerary. Sometimes the price difference could be quite huge for a similar tour operated by different companies. Typically, there's no need to worry about being scammed. Basically, what causes the difference is the way the tour is being conducted. For instance, like the different type of transportation being used. Speedboat, which come with toilet and faster, are generally more costly than long-tail boat. And not every tour group will engage a professional tour guide, which also add up to the cost. The fact is, some tours are conducted more professionally than the others. Personally, I had participated similar tour with different company, and so far all I can say is my experiences have been fine even with the cheaper tours. It is not uncommon that vendors from the street may offer a starting price double of the actual selling price, sometimes even higher. But it is really not that bad. From my experiences, most of them do not mark up their selling price that much. Well, maybe some still do, as there are a lot of shops selling similar items. Just go around a few of them and trust me, you'll get a feel of the market price sooner than you think. In fact, I don't really bargain these days as long as the asking price is not unreasonable. Just put it this way, merchandise are generally cheap here. Asking price of a pair of flip-flop is around 150 baht. I would be able to get it at 100 baht or less if I decided to show off my bargaining skill and achieve a saving of 50 baht, which is around 2 Sing dollar or US $50. But seriously, how much does this $50 mean to you? The fact is, the vendors need to make profit and survive too. And the same applies to tipping the service people. My mentality is to treat it as a form of tourist tax directly paid to the local vendors and service people.